Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to give you the demo of this application single part drawing automation. Before I go through the features, let me just give you a quick demo how this application can edit the drawing. Let me just click edit and you can see this, the views are in different scale sizes. It will automatically fix the view scale and keep all the views to the center of the drawing sheet. You can also fix the position of the 3D view. You can see the X and Y position. Let me just take the base plate drawing. So for base plate drawing, let me select this plate settings and then let me just click edit. If you take a look at this, there is no dimension to these holes because these are the galvanization holes. We have added this function to ignore the galvanization holes in the application. If I just remove this and then click edit, you can see it adds the dimension to the galvanization holes. Let me just walk you through the features one by one. You can set the margin here, top, bottom, left and right, and this is the distance between the views. So if I go back to the column, so if I just want to maintain minimum gap of 5, so let me just type 5 here and then click edit. So now you can see the gap has been increased. Now this is the auto scale. So if you're not happy with the scale of the view, then you can choose yes here. Otherwise, you can select no so that it won't auto scale your views. Next, you can save the part mark properties and call the settings here, the same with the bolt mark. And if you want to fix the position of the 3D view, for example, let me just select and pick a point here, and it will automatically read X and Y position. And next time when you click edit, it will automatically move the 3D view to this position. And this is where you can select the dimension style. And in the X direction, you can choose any one of this. Generally, we try to keep running dimension for the shaft. So if I just go and click edit, so you can see these are the running dimensions, and this is for the angle property and the radius offset. Now if you take a look at this one, actually the dimension line, it covers both top and bottom holes. And if you don't prefer this style, then you can choose this option. And here you can see the closed dimension. We use this closed dimensions only for the plates, not for the member. So let me just change this option to no and click edit. Now it is not closing the dimension. So if you feel like it is overlapping, then so this is where you can enter the distance to offset further. If you want to run for the multiple drawings, in that case, close the drawing first, and then you can just go back to the document manager, select all the drawings and change this option to selected drawings and click edit, so that the system will automatically fix all the selected drawings. And we have also added some additional options here. If I just go back to the general option, let me just click the master drawing. If you take a look at this one, you can also create the master drawing catalog, just like how you do it in Tekla. For example, if I go to the master drawing catalog, so this is where we actually create the master drawing settings. So similarly, you can also create inside this application. You just have to click on the row and then open the drop-down list and select the filter option. For example, let me choose drawing column here and select the drawing property. And next time, if you want to create the drawing quickly, instead of doing it through the manual process, you can use this master drawing catalog. And let me just select the columns and then select the row and click create. And you can see this is for the selected parts only. If you want to do it for all the parts, keep this all the parts option on and select all the rows and click create to create the drawings for all the parts in the model. And we also have another option. If you don't want to use the master drawing catalog, you can just switch off this, and then you can select the parts directly from the model. For example, I'm selecting this beam and maybe this column and fly brace and maybe a few plates. For example, I'm selecting this and selecting these 3 plates, and once I click load model, it will add the selected parts into the data table. So this C4 and this profile type is I section, and is numbering true, which means these parts are already numbered and the drawings are not existing. So that's what exactly it shows here. For example, I'm selecting all the plate profiles because profile type B, which means plates, and let me just select the I-beam plate here, and once I click create, the system will create the drawing for the selected plates taking this I-beam plate properties. Just see how nicely it is creating the drawings for the selected parts. Now, after creating the drawing, the status will automatically change to existing. So if you just want to select any parts directly from this application, you can select, right click, select model objects. There you can see. And if you just want to open the drawing, you can click open single part drawing. So you don't have to go to the document manager to open any particular drawing because you can do it through this application. And let me just close this. I was just telling you about the galvanization holes. So for example, just take a look at this holes, and if I open the bold properties and go to the user defined attributes, you can see the bold comment. If this field contains any value, this application will automatically ignore dimensioning those holes. So with this applications, we create the single part drawing for all the parts in our project. If you are interested in this application, feel free to reach out to me, and thank you for watching this video.